the logic behind you people talking about only the money? Don't use your media for fake propaganda. My dear friends, thanks to all to listen this video. Today the Marichchikatti is become a very renowned name, and the issue of the Marichchikatti is become a hot news in Sri Lanka. First of all, I should say my thanks to the Bodubala Sena and its enforcing team, also some of the media who is consistently talking about the Marichchikatti issue. Marichchikatti is a Muslim village, is situated in Musalli sectorial division in Mannar, northern Sri Lanka. It's a beautiful village and it's a Muslim village. It has a very big history, and today the Marichchikatti resettlement is become a hot news, and I don't know what is the reason behind some of the racist and the narcissist group keep talking the same issue in Vilpattu in the Marichchikatti. Marichchikatti is a historical place. It has a very big history in Sri Lankan geography. When you read about the history of the Marichchikatti, in 1834, British scholar Cinnamon Trasichetti, he clearly said about the Marichchikatti village. He says in 17th century, the Muslims were lived as a majority in this area. He's detailedly talking about the Musalli division. Also he is saying about the Muslims in Marichchikatti, they were lived as a majority. Also, the book Wayland, the author E.J. Davis, he is also saying some details in his book in 1923, page number 577 to 602. He is telling this is the place is filled with the myosine from Puttalam to Mullathievu area. It's also including the Marichchikatti, Karadikuli and the Palakuli. Also in 1921, the first census has taken to calculate the total population in Sri Lanka. The census was the first in Sri Lanka in 1921. It clearly says about the population of the Marichchikatti. It says 115 families were lived in Marichchikatti. These all details. It's not the what I am imagining to say all. This all from the history. It is when we are research about the Marichchikatti detailedly we can find. My book, the three villages of the Musalli division, the three villages Marichchikatti, Karadikuli and Palakuli. In this book, in Tamil language, I have written these sources from different researchers from different history books. When anyone today, I am kindly advising you all, kindly requesting you all, don't sit in Colombo and write about the Marichchikatti. Don't sit in Colombo or any part of the Sri Lanka and don't talk about the Marichchikatti and the Vilpattu forest. If you are very interested, if you are willing to help us, or if you are willing to criticize about my community, my Muslim villages who is in Marichchikatti, or the One the political leader, Minister Rashad Badiuddin, no, this is not the acceptable way. You are always welcome to our area, to Marichchikatti, or the secretarial division in Musalli. Just say some resource you can find. There is a document, the original document. It is still saved in the Musalli secretarial division by the officers in Musalli division. If you come to the Marichchikatti, you can see the mosque is established, the date is there, it's established in 1970. Also the first school is established in Marichchikatti as a Muslim Vidyalaya, Muslim school in 1931. Officially, today in the same name, the new school has built in different name. But the original building was built in 1931. But some of the Nazis, some of the racists from the majority community in Sri Lanka, talking about they are coming to the road and do some protest, some media awareness, keep talking about the Marichchikatti people, and the minister is still destroying the forest, Vilpattu forest. But my dear friends, if you are ready to save the Vilpattu forest, but why you were silent when the Mathala port start to build? More than 1,000 acres used for the Mathala port in Mahinda regime. In Dambulla International Stadium was built in such a place. Same, there are lots of project has Mahinda regime, but no one talk about such a project. But I don't know what the logic behind. You people talking about only the Marichchikatti and Marichchikatti Muslims, also Minister Rashad Badiuddin. No, if you are really ready to save the Vilpattu, or if you want to support the Marichchikatti, it is your right, your responsibility to come to the Marichchikatti. See the genuine politician from the JVP, Mr. Lal Khandan, and also some of his companions, they came to the spot. They made the officers from the environmental department, they made some of the officers from the Musalli divisions, secretarial divisions officers, they made some of the officers from the Vilpattu Forest Authority, they made some of the masjid leaders and the citizens of the Marichchikatti. They discuss, they visit to the place, and they issue the message for the media, public media. Detailedly they say this is their own land. They were lived before 1990. In 1990 they affected and they run away from the place by LTT war. Today, anyone interested to visit the place, there is the old masjid, is destroyed by the LTT. There is a school destroyed by the LTT. There are some houses destroyed by the LTT. There is the agriculture area, the paddy field is river. There is a river. There is a pond. There is a tank which is built in second Akrabodi king for the agriculture purpose. As a North community, as a race, the raising about the racism, you are talking about only the Vilpattu forest, but which is totally not true, which is totally hidden and forgotten community. But you are not ready to talk about the Mathala Airport, which is built in the commercial purpose. You are not ready to talk about the some island is today built as a hotel in the Kalpatti area. You are not ready to talk about. I am not understanding what is the logic behind. Are you willing to block the resettlement of the Marichchikatti Muslims? Or are you willing to send the Rashad Badiuddin to home? What is the reason behind? Please, don't do such a fake propaganda. Don't use your media for such a fake propaganda. The Marichchikatti Muslims, they became a refugee in 1990. How many years? Last 23 years. The bad experience, it cannot to imagine. It cannot to explain. It is not easy job to explain. There is no proper house. There is no food. There is no water to drink. But these all story, no one knows who is talking about the Vilpattu forest. I am still requesting you people, before you talk about ready to save the forest, the Vilpattu forest, please bring some milk packets. Please bring some pure water. Please bring some lunch packets to deliver to our children who don't get a healthy food last 24 years. Can you do that? If you do it today, tomorrow we are ready to with you to clarify the original documents. Is it the Marichchikatti is the old ancient place, or it is the part of Vilpattu past? But you are not ready. Why? Because you want to attack the Muslims of the Sri Lanka. That may be the one reason. Or the second reason, you want to attack the minister, Wani Minister Rishad. No, if you want to save the forest, if you want to save the animals living in the forest, if this is the prime duty, before you save the forest, before you save the animals, to save the refugees of the Sri Lanka, the citizen of the Sri Lanka. This is your duty. Thank you. Still I am searching, and the second video also will explain more detail about the Marichchikatti and Vilpattu forest. Thank you so much.